Hi guys, so we're back. Today is day 4. Sorry, I just keep track of that. Today is what we call the Haldi. Now, the Haldi ceremony is the day where people gather to the bride and groom's home to basically do a small ritual where they apply. I know what the thing is called in Hindi. It's called Haldi, but in English, I'm pretty sure it's called. I don't know if it's called saffron or something else. It's like a paste. It's like a yellowish paste, and this paste is supposed to like purify you, and I don't know, it's got like all these remedial benefits as well, but it's got some cultural and religious reasons as well. Anyways, so they do that the day before the main wedding, which is tomorrow. So I've got a second shooter who's already at Chinmay's place at the moment, and now I'm heading on my way to Nats to capture her, obviously her Haldi ceremony. This should only take a couple of hours, but it is a more of an intimate event. So you've got obviously like, you know, your close people there and whatnot. So it should be fun. So far I've been documenting everything that you guys have been seeing from my GoPro, plus also a bit of this vlog. And I'll be continuing to do so for the next couple of days, which would be the wedding and the reception. Beyond that, I just want to take this time to tell you as a reminder, in case you already haven't, just to please like, comment and subscribe. Otherwise my mum's not going to be very happy that you watched the video and that you didn't do anything to support. So please don't do it for me, just do it for my mum's sake, because my mum is my #1 supporter and she wants you guys to all like, comment and subscribe.
Alright, so the first thing I noticed as soon as I entered the ceremony where Nat will be doing the prayer just before the Haldi ceremony is actually the light in the room. So a couple of things. One, the light is actually reflecting off and creating this pink orangish sort of color within the tone of the actual room, just because of the flowers that are placed there. So I need to let in as much light as possible and then correct the rest up in post. For now, what I'm just doing is I'm photographing any of the, you know, the setup of the ceremonies, and shout out to this Manjits, I see him like almost everywhere that I go, just before Nat comes down and joins us. So, oh, and this by the way is turmeric, so that's what they put on the bride at the end of the ceremony. Coming outside, so this is the area where Nat's actually going to be doing her Haldi ceremony. So again, shout out to Decor for an amazing setup. I really love this outdoor mandap. It's so nice and elegant, really natural, and I just love these little pink things that we see here. Yeah, you don't really see them very often, but they are quite nice. Here I'm just focusing on any details from, you know, the chair itself to minor intricacies. With Nick, we had a bit of time, so I'm just like, let me just take some portraits. Again, always great to test out a couple of subjects in front of a location that you know you're going to be photographing. In this case, Nick is obviously Nat's sister, so may as well take some portraits of her, which meant, you know, really great shots like these, and I'm super happy with them.
I love. Keep twirling. Alright, that's okay. Let's get close. Beautiful. I love. 3, 2, 1. Big smile. 3, 2, 1. Good girl. One more. 3, 2, 1. And look down towards your shoulder. Good girl. Other shoulder. I love. Perfect.
Here I'm basically getting a couple of the bridesmaids doing a few of their, you know, prep shots, just getting ready for the event. We've got a lot of natural ambient light from the windows, which are great. And I completely loved capturing these images. It was just so much fun. They were just getting ready, and yeah, I was just hovering around, just getting some candid shots of them doing their thing. Now, because I was shooting on the Sony a7 III at this point in time, and I was shooting on the 50mm, one, it allowed me to stand far back. Two, it was really fast and really great with accuracy, so I can shoot super wide open at f1.4 and get everything in complete tack sharp focus. So I know some photographers have issues shooting that wide. It is a bit risky, but with the Sony mirrorless camera ranges, I honestly do not have to worry about missing focus. 90% of the time it generally does the job, so I can get stunning images like these. And because it is a low light camera and shooting at 1.4 lets in so much light, there was shadows on, you know, Nick's face when you saw her just now, but you know, you could easily correct that in post. And again, it's such an amazing versatile camera, but also lens to allow you to shoot in really low light conditions. Here I was basically just taking some shots of Nat right before the actual ceremony began. It's really important just to make sure you get a few solo portraits on the day just before everything begins, especially of her, but also her siblings and her parents, just because it's great to document all of that just before it all happens. I think some of the biggest things that I've seen in wedding photography nowadays is they'll just focus purely on the ceremony itself, and they might miss out on capturing family members, which is a big no-no. So make sure, if you're a photographer who's watching this, that you try and capture all of the group members just before they sit down for an actual event, as we see now. One of the biggest things I actually love focusing on a lot during ceremonies, I've realized, are details. Detail shots are really important. I think it just kind of captures the essence of the ceremony or the day itself, and reflects kind of, you know, a bit about what goes down within the ceremony, from offering flowers to fruits to holding hands to praying itself. I think it's really important to capture these moments because it really captures beauty in its most purest of forms. Whenever I'm capturing details, I realize that I go back and forth between my prime 50mm and my Canon 24-70. So yes, I am shooting Canon and Sony, which most people tend not to do at the same time, but it just helps to balance, you know, different focal lengths, and I can always color correct in post, which is absolutely fine. As you can tell, there's not a great deal of smiling that goes on, so it is quite serious, but I do try and capture moments like this where you see you know, people actually laughing during religious ceremonies. So too often or not, it is a bit more serious. And now we're actually on to the Haldi ceremony, so the fun part actually begins now. Big shout out to Henna by Bile for an amazing stain on this henna job. Phenomenal work, and guys, I cannot recommend her content enough, so do hit her up for any of your bridal henna needs. She is absolutely talented. And now comes the actual Haldi ceremony. So here it's about just documenting the entire process of the turmeric application. Now it is a bit tricky based on the setup because we did have guests on one end, Nat on one end, so I was just trying to get a clear angle. I sometimes like to shoot with the upper angle so that I can get most of the detail from everyone applying all of the turmeric, but this was the best in terms of the angle that we had to work with, and it was good so I can get the reaction of both, you know, the person applying it, but also Nat whilst it's also getting applied as well at the same time.
Guys, keep smiling, keep smiling. Love, 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 keep smiling.
Okay, so my GoPro died. I had to switch out another one, so thank you to whoever was holding this at the same time. Right now I was just trying to do a bridesmaid's detail shot of the turmeric application. It was really, really fun, just getting a close-up of everyone's hands. And yeah, it was fun to just produce this in black and white at the same time as well.
Hey guys, like, subscribe, and comment on my channel.
Thank you so much, ladies. Appreciate it. And yes, guys, please do like, comment, and subscribe. That would mean the absolute world if you haven't already.
3, 2, 1. Wait, man. Let's go. One more time.
And right now, again, another bridesmaid's trick shot, just trying to get some of the detail from the henna that was applied at the time. And thank you to Aurora Mandy, Tanya was her name, who was doing some of the bridesmaids Mandy shots. These were absolutely amazing. Yeah, do definitely check out her work, guys. And this is pretty much it. So now it comes to the end of the ceremony where I wrap up exactly everything that's pretty much happened, and we had a great time capturing all of the details from the actual ceremony itself to the end, which was great because it's all about documenting part of this. It's a very journalistic approach, being creative where you possibly can, and getting shots of each individual family member in key moments is really important. So anyone who is a photographer watching this, I highly recommend to pay attention to stuff like that. And that's a wrap, guys. If you like this video, please smash that like button, subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.